my gosh. Rocket, 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 rocket! Yes! Should I just go back to Black Pearl? I feel like Black Pearl is the best option in general. If I use burnt cheese, I feel like I'm just gonna lose out on damage then. I feel like this would have been a little bit more reasonable if it was like 20 million. I would understand. $28 million is kind of an extreme number. I do agree at that. But I mean, they gave it to us. Have to deal with it. We shall beat it. Yeah, Black Pearl definitely does way better in grouping up the enemies and preventing our fettuccine from like literally like going on the brinks of death every single time. Which I feel like is very important. Nice, nice. Comes the skill. Okay. Come on, target 10. Keep those rockets flying. Keep those rockets flying, target 10. Use that. Come on, rockets. Send those rockets. Oh my gosh. Rocket. Yes! Yes! That's right. We did it. Okay. Woo! 3-star. All right, we got it. Let's go. 3-star with, I would say this is pretty darn free to play, but yeah, Tartatan, guys. Tartatan. You need Tartatan. Tartatan is the answer. All right, guys. So this is exactly how I beat it on Viviana's account, viewer. That is, obviously you can see that, a lot of the cookies are not, leveled up, ascended. Labs are almost non-existent. I'll show you guys later. But fettuccine, absolutely MVP here, along with Tartatan, in my opinion. But yeah, let's go over the topping real quick. So fettuccine is using 5 of the Swift chocolate. You can go with 5 Swift chocolate. You can go with 5 Syrian raspberry, or you can honestly go with 5 solid almond too. Fettuccine does well enough in surviving all the damage and soaking up the injuries and stuff like that. And then we have our Black Pearl. So in my opinion, Black Pearl with full Swift chocolate is probably going to be the better option for a lot of the players. So basically just use your arena toppings. The reason why I say this is because this allows Black Pearl to have less attack than Tartatan, which is very important when using Parfait. And also just allows her to use her skill a lot faster. All right, and then Tartatan using 5 of the Syrian raspberry, focusing on that attack and then attack speed if possible, and then damage resist. And then we have Parfait with 5 of the Swift chocolate, as much cooldown and damage resist as possible. Magic Candy is at plus, I believe, 12. You're gonna need at least plus 10 in my opinion. And that is going to allow, Parfait to do burst heal and also the debuff immunity, which is kind of important in order to get rid of the Thorn Cage which is very, very annoying. All right, so you don't want Tartus to die from the Thorn Cage, so Parfait is targeting Tartatan. And then we have Cream Puff with 5 of the Juicy Apple Jelly, focusing on the crit percentage. Cooldown, if you have more cooldown, the better it is. If you have more damage resist, better it is. But Cream Puff with at least plus 10 Magic Candy is also recommended. And also the treasures are Scroll, Jelly Watch, and the Whistle. Whistle being applied to Tartatan and our Black Pearl. And it's really, really important that you get rid of this Thorn Cage as soon as possible, right? Right here. Thorn Cage. Affected targets receive damage when attacking or using skill. All right, so every time you use skill, whenever you attack with auto attack, you take damage. So that's the reason why we want to get rid of the Thorn Cage from Parfait and our Tartatan. All right, and to get rid of that whole effect. And then you want to try your best to use Tartan skill and Black Pearl skill. And, you know, try to kill off the beetles in order to keep up the attack buff that Tartatan has. Attack upon defeating an enemy, plus 10% for 15 seconds and stacks up to 10 times. All right. And that basically means extra 100% attack. All right, for Tartatan. So that's really, really important. Sometimes there are RNGs. You're going to have to try a couple times. The crit needs to happen. Sometimes Thorn Cages apply to Cream Puff 2 times and then Cream Puff just dies off and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Replacements, Golden Cheese is going to be really, really amazing if you have Golden Cheese. I have seen Sea Fairy being used instead as well to do the stuns and the burst damage. Shining Glitter seems like a pretty decent option too, to just get rid of all the enemies as well. Crimson Coral is going to be awesome here as well instead of Fettuccine. I tried Sorbet, I tried Vampire, but if you guys don't have enough damage resist on your cookies, then it's probably better to just go with someone like Black Pearl, and go with someone like, Golden Cheese. If you have Squid Ink is also pretty decent too, if your Squid Ink is built enough. But I mean, I try to clear it as most like free-to-play friendly as possible. Especially if you're in episode 18, you should have most of these cookies leveled up, in my opinion. Maybe not Fettuccine because she just came out, but the rest of them, they have been used for a very long time and are still great. So I would say try this. I'm gonna tell you guys, Tartatan. If you don't have Tartatan, please get Tartatan from the Miler shop. Please try to level up Tartatan. Use Tartatan. She's literally the key to so many different PvE stages right now, all right, including World Exploration and the Cookie Alliance, so please try to get it, all right? Capsaicin can work too. Capsaicin can work. The only downside to Capsaicin is that Capsaicin doesn't have the damage resist buff that Fettuccine has and the self-heal that Fettuccine has, so that's the only downside to Capsaicin, so just keep that in mind, all right? Just gonna show you the lab real quick, all right? So you can see the lab is not there. None of these stuff are leveled up, and the statue level for the Heroic Radiance right now is at level 40. All right, so it shows that you can do it. You can do it. All right, so do your best. Try your best. Sometimes RNG just needs to happen. All right, so just keep that in mind. But there we go.